So let's now implement a loop in our program by doing the above, by doing the previous action 3 times instead of only once. So we have to count how many times we do the action, so adding 45.45, and therefore for counting that we add a variable I, it's an integer, and so we start with giving I a value 1, so the first time, and then as long as I is smaller than 3 or equal to 3, we say that we have to do the previous action, and we put it between parentheses. So these are the statements that are executed while I is less than or equal to 3. Of course, we have to increment I. Every time when we did the statements, we incremented. We increment I. So we can count how many times we have done this so far. Okay, now this is a compound statement, and to make it more readable, this should be indented so that you can easily see the difference, what is in a compound statement and what is not. So I insert a tab here and I insert a tab here. I have to do that for all the statements within the compound statement, but I can also do that automatically instead of doing that by hand. And therefore I click plugins and then source code formatter. So now it is done automatically. Yeah, you see that it also puts the parenthesis that was here there. So okay, that's also fine. That makes it a bit more readable even. So now you can clearly see what is in a compound statement. And you should not forget to make a proper indentation before you submit your code, because that makes it easier for the people that will check your code, makes it much easier to read it. Okay, so we have here I is equal to 1, and then as long as I is smaller than 3 or equal to 3, do this, and every time increment I by 1, I plus plus, which is equal to I is equal to I plus 1. So this is our loop in order to do that 3 times. Okay, so we save this file, and then we do compile and run the program. Now we can give a value. In this case we start with 3. You see that it is indeed incremented by 0.45. We give another value 5, again incremented by 0.45, and now okay, let's give a bigger value 14, also incremented by 0.45, and the program ends with a 0. So it has done it 3 times, as was in the code, in the C code for the program that we wrote.